Pineapple, bomb. Apples, bananas, are like,
Why should the private sector be involved and be interested in pediatric obesity? Because it's a $100 billion business opportunity.
it's the big can of Rockstar. It'll last me like 2 hours. You know, every concert I go to, it's always sponsored by like Rockstar, Monster, some kind of energy drink.
Clearly, the rise in obesity in the last 20 or 30 years has been because of changes in behavior, not changes in genes. Our genes haven't changed at all in the last 20 or 30 years, maybe a fraction of a percent, if any. So it's not genetic, it's changes in lifestyle. So therefore, if we cause it, we can change that.
I started skating when I was like 10, but I got like really good. My favorite brand is DC because it got really cool designs, and there's these Spitfire wheels I've always liked, and then I want a pinstripe down through the grip tape. It's awesome looking. I'm just my own person. I don't usually follow everybody around. I mean, if I do, it's just because we're hanging out as a group, but other than that, like, you know, I come up with my own stuff and we hang out, and I'm original with everything that I do and all.
I'm Portia. Portia imitates no one. I was 13 when I came out. I'm 16 now, so I've been out for a while. I'm in the school band, play the drums, and I sing lead vocals. Music is my passion and just like my favorite thing. I want to be in her position someday.
Pie Ranch is a place where you can just be you, where you can just like express like who you are really. Because the people there are nice to you. You're inside like a welcoming environment. Food is healthy, freshly organic, made straight from the farm. I love it there. That place is like a Disneyland.
I'm popular being big. People like me. I like people, and it's not really that big of a concern for me.
And I mean, I'm happy with the weight I am at right now, and you know, it doesn't really matter to me. I take pretty good care of myself. I mean, I'm big, but you know, I think I'm pretty healthy.
It's just like not in my family to be thin, and it wouldn't look right on me. I'm like 250 right now, so I'm 20 to 30, 50 pounds. I'm bigger than all my friends. I have no problem with that. Most of my friends are thin. I mean, I'm not going to take any pills. I'm not particularly upset about how I am, so if I want to lose weight, I'm going to do it the natural way, I guess. It's hard being a teenager. You have a lot of stress at home, at school, relationships, if you have a relationship. It's just really stressful.
Fighting and stuff like that, that's how I get my stress out. My punching bag is down now because I just completely destroyed it. My doctor, you know, I'm gonna put you on a diet. I was just like, okay. You know, I had no problem with it. And I was on a plan with my mom's ex-boyfriend. I was doing like 600 sit-ups a night, and then doing a weight workout for like about 2 hours or so every night. So, and I dropped about 35 pounds, I think, something like that. I did for a while, and then it kind of just faded off.
If you're on a diet, it's just a question of time before you get off of it, because even more than feeling healthy, people want to feel free and in control. And this goes back to the first dietary intervention that failed, you know, when God said don't eat the apple, and that didn't work, and that was God talking, so we're not going to do better than that.
The neighborhood is kind of a rough neighborhood because in there's a lot of robberies and shootouts, car accidents and everything. Nothing to do in my neighborhood, so I stay inside and play video games.
I think for a teenager, it's definitely hard to be more healthy if your family isn't, because you learn from them, and if your mom's feeding you, you're probably going to eat what she's cooking or what she's buying.
With kids who come in And for breakfast, they have a soda and some chips and some Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, that's their breakfast. And by about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, they're putting their head down, they're grouchy, they can't focus because they're hungry. I think the impact of their nutrition is far more significant than most people realize, especially in the classroom, in terms of them being able to learn and to focus.
I don't like the cafeteria food because it makes me want to throw up a few minutes later. The cafeteria food is processed and sugary foods.
Statistics are out there. 60% of Americans are dying from diet-related illnesses. That means the food we eat is killing us and making us sick. You know, obesity, cancer, heart disease, all those things.
I think I was probably watching MTV True Life. I'm obese, overweight, and I don't want to die early or something like that. There's usually things on TV like that, and you watch it like, oh, yeah, I don't want to die early.
The last time I took Portia to the doctor, she was pre-diabetic, so she was on the verge of hypertension.
My great-grandpa, you know, he died of a heart attack. He had 4 heart attacks, and he died on his 5th. My grandpa, he had a heart attack at 34, and then he just had a heart transplant, I think, 2 years ago. And my dad, he's just always had high blood pressure and heart problems. And okay, I've gained some weight here. I just need to go walk every morning for a week or whatever.
Anytime you see a commercial for like healthy cereals, it's for women who want to lose weight. It's not for kids.
You simply think about the companies in the forefront of green tech, of clean tech, of healthy eating. Suddenly they have gone from being fringe phenomena to becoming mainstream, to becoming something like an absolute criterion of the purchasing decisions that people are making.
You know, nobody knows better than these big food companies how to use advertising and celebrities and resources to make it fun and sexy and hip to eat this way.
The real question is, can we address obesity in an era of processed food? And I suspect that the companies would say yes, you know, we're ideally suited for that.
Goat's milk is delicious.
How is it? Is it good?
Fruit salad is the bomb. I gotta call my grandma. My grandma makes the best fruit salad ever.
If they feel free to make good choices, they often will, particularly if they understand and we can help them connect the dots between what they do and how they feel.
Stuff from a ranch that's freshly picked and freshly cooked and everything, that's healthy for you.
Amount of information out there is really confusing, and this is the best message, is to get these kids connected to this kind of food again. I mean, this is where all the nutrients are. It's coming from healthy soil. It's going into the food, all the nutrients. It's going in their bodies. Like, the best thing I can do as a nutritionist is get them to connected to, familiar with, comfortable with, and preferring these kind of foods. And you just can't imagine how much sinks in with a little bit of exposure to cooking, you know, then coming to the farm and seeing where the food's coming from. That's all it takes. It's like one catalyst like that can entirely shift the way a kid thinks about food.
If I didn't get selected for Briar Ranch, I would probably still be eating at McDonald's. If I lose my weight, I'll be like a different person. I'll be like a person like more of a showman than I am now.
What really motivates people, what's sustainable, is joy of living, not fear of dying. And looking and enjoying life, pleasure and joy and ecstasy are what are sustainable, not austerity and deprivation and not enjoying life.